it to 30–40% makes a massive difference by taking advantage of every single person that visits your site. Amazon Kindle books. You don't want to be limiting yourself to your own website. So Amazon Kindle books, I've just started publishing a series of Kindle books here as well, and that gives people an opportunity, whether they're on public transport, don't have access to the internet to actually consume your content. Loads of people with Kindles now, with iPads, different devices, so don't limit yourself to your site. It doesn't have to be your whole proposition, your whole product, but if you want to deliver quality content as a way of actually driving people towards other products and services, it's a great way to do it. I'm not talking about using it as a sales tool, because a lot of people would actually write a Kindle book and just make it a long sales letter in effect. And I'm not doing that at all. I'm offering on the Kindle about a 60-page book for £1.53. I think it's $2.99 in the US. So it's a reasonable price point for that that size of a book. What you don't want to be doing is actually trying to get too much out of it, either money-wise or deliver too little value in terms of content. And Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. So that's free on Amazon, obviously, and that'll actually let you very, very easily publish your own Kindle book. It's so easy to do. You can just write it on Word. You save the Word file as an HTML document, and then when you do that, you can actually use Amazon's bit of software to convert it to a MOBI file, which is an ebook file format, and then you upload that to Kindle Direct. It's really easy to do. KDP will actually show you just exactly how to do that. And that's Digital Marketing Monthly on iTunes. So you search for Digital Marketing Monthly, or in fact you search for digital marketing. I think it's on the first page now of the App Store for digital marketing. But it's optimized for loads of other terms. So I've got probably about I think 1,000 and something anyway people reading this at the moment. But the number's growing quickly. It's growing at about 25% per month. So that seems to be a really great way of reaching people. And you don't necessarily have to write all the content yourself. You can get contributions from other people. I write some content sometimes, but I often contact people to say, you've published a great article on this. Can I actually feature this article and use it in this iPad magazine? Would you mind at all if I do that? And I explain to them, look, if I do that, then because it's going to be published in the iPad, you don't have any issue with duplicate content whatsoever. So you don't have to worry about SEO. And the vast majority of people, about 80% of people that I've contacted in that way and seen how professional the magazine looks, says, yes, absolutely, would love for you to feature us. And in fact, tell us when the article's been published, and we'll tell our own subscribers as well. So you can imagine what that does to the viral nature of a digital magazine like that. So it's a great new way of publishing magazines online. So I use Magcast for that, which is the publishing platform to actually publish a magazine online or on the iPad. Video marketing. Record a seminar for about 90 minutes, giving as much value as you can. Sound familiar? Don't hold back, but show you can offer even more value through your paid services. Upload the video to YouTube and seed. So there's a big, there's a process, there's a great seeding process behind that, in that you can tell people initially about your video on YouTube, and if you build traffic towards that initially, then YouTube's algorithm will recognize that, and because they see that there are loads of people coming to view the video and liking it to begin with, you're more likely to drive traffic from YouTube's natural search. And I think YouTube's the second largest search engine online now after Google. So you can drive an awful lot of traffic from Google search. So in fact, if you search YouTube for internet marketing, that video at the time of speaking is number 1. That's a paid ad above it. So 39,200 about views. That's the video itself. And if you have a look underneath it, you know, 39,204, and also a nice link there. And that's what you can do with it, your description. So if you publish a video on YouTube, in your description, the first thing you should do is just write your full URL, your full website address. And if you do that, then people will click on it and go back to your website. And it's a live link. It's not followed by search engines, but it doesn't matter massively. You're focusing on traffic, and it's a great way of driving traffic to your site. Just make sure you write your link http:// www. Because unless you include the HTTP, it won't be clickable. So that ensures that it's clickable, and then people will click on it and drive back to your site. And of course, they'll drive back to this page, and that's where a lot of this traffic comes from. So in terms of that video, you know, 39,204 views in 15 months. So that's an average of 90 views a day. 239 likes, 174 comments, and about 10 ebook downloads per day. But that's not just ebook downloads, that's people subscribing to my database. So I've got their name and email address, and people who are saying that they're obviously very, very interested in internet marketing, digital marketing. Then I can talk to them more after that. I can get them opted into my email autoresponder, it's called. You haven't had enough time to talk about email autoresponders tonight, but it's a good sequence that you can actually write to automatically deliver people emails when they subscribe to your email list. Video marketing summary. So record high quality, lengthy content to position yourself ahead of the competition. Edit professionally with slides. So you want a decent professional recording. A lot of people say just do a 5-minute video, get it up there on YouTube, optimize it for a few keyword phrases. In my opinion, that's just the same as saying, you know, just outsource your content writing, get someone to write 400-word article and publish it and just get it up there for search engines. It's not like that anymore. This 13 Pillars seminar on YouTube was 2.5 hours long, and loads of people, you know, watch the whole seminar on YouTube. So YouTube is a completely different watching experience to what it used to be a few years ago. So if you're doing videos, you know, deliver, you know, as good content as you can possibly deliver. You know, this talk's going to be uploaded onto YouTube at some point, and it's going to be, you know, well over an hour long. So if that's the case, then, you know, hopefully people will recognize it as trying to deliver decent content, be much more likely to actually comment on it, liken it, you know, much more likely to be a little bit more viral. And if that's the case, then because of that, it'll stay at the top of YouTube search, and you'll get those kind of results. You know, internet marketing isn't that popular a keyword phrase on YouTube. You could have other phrases on YouTube which are more popular than that. So possibly even for your niche, your industry, there is an even greater opportunity for ranking high on YouTube and driving content back to your site because of that. So upload to YouTube, optimize and seed. So optimize, by that I just mean you've got a target keyword phrase. Hopefully you've done some keyword research to begin with, and you know what keyword to be aiming for. So incorporate your keyword phrase within your title, within your description, and within the tags that you tag your video for there as well. And then you want to drive a lot of traffic, or as much traffic as possible, towards your video to begin with. So that's phase number 4, broaden your horizon. So, starting with audio interviews, you know, great for your profile, because if you actually ask to interview someone, you're raising your profile as well as actually appealing to their ego as well. But it's great for syndication and SEO. Syndication, because if you publish on a regular basis, if you publish audio on a regular basis, then that in effect is a podcast. All you have to do is use a WordPress blog, you know, or a blog, or, you know, another blog, have published to a category. So you'd have a category named podcast, and then that category would have a separate RSS feed associated with it. So your structure will probably be something like your domain name.com/category/podcast and then /feed, and that would be your feed URL. I would use a service called FeedBurner to actually burn that feed, and what that means is it gives you stats on how many people are actually subscribing to the RSS feed. So using a service called FeedBurner rather than the native feed within your WordPress blog. But anyway, if you have a specific category within your blog for podcast and you publish an audio interview associated with that post, you can actually submit that category URL to different podcasting directories. And what the podcasting directories will do is as soon as you publish a new podcast, is they'll display that content within those directories. So you're syndicating your content out there. You've maybe got about 40 or 50 great podcasting directories. You just search Google for podcasting directory, podcast directory submit or something like that, and you'll find podcasting directories. Submit your podcast category to that on your blog, and it's another great way of syndicating content out there. Use it for your SEO as well by using the transcription service, publishing the content on your original blog post as well. Ebooks and e-magazines, so you've got different types of ebooks. You've got your free ebooks in exchange for the name and email address. You've got your paid or your free ebooks that you can do in Amazon Kindle. And your e-magazines kind of broaden your reach there as well. Now, the e-magazine I've called, of course, Digital Marketing Monthly. So I'm using different brands there. So I've got the 13 Pillars brand, the 26-week Digital Marketing Plan brand, the Digital Marketing Monthly. So it's a way of kind of funneling traffic from different places. And I don't want people associating exactly the same thing to different brands. And it's a way of protecting yourself in the future as well. Videos are an absolutely great way of funneling traffic back to your site as well. So if you're doing this kind of thing, you need to be presenting an offer. When you present your seminar, you need to include some kind of no-brainer call to action. It could be something as simple as, a subscription, a free ebook. Ideally, it's going to be some kind of product and service. So here's an example. This is our offer for you to join the 26-week Digital Marketing Plan Inner Circle. So what you get is 26 hours of step-by-step digital marketing strategy video training, screencast videos, and case studies from 10 different industries. So I've asked loads of people, loads of my existing subscribers, if they'll actually be case studies themselves, and I've used those websites as specific examples and picked different industries. I think there's a flooring provider. There's so many different types of businesses. There's a travel business from Australia. So it's great having loads of different examples there. So this is the content. This is actually what it covers. Obviously, I've tried to give you as much in terms of delivering, what the specific phases are. And I really, try and implore businesses to actually focus in that order on digital marketing. Because if you start doing things in a different order, if you drive traffic, from social media first of all, and your website's not ready, then they won't convert. So you need to get your site ready to begin with. So that's why I recommend 26-week plan to actually delivered in this order. So starting off with competitor analysis, then SEO keyword research. So using lots of different tools to actually ensure that you're using the right keyword phrases for your site, the kind of keyword phrases that people are searching for. One of the biggest mistakes that people use is actually presuming that they know their market, that they know what people are likely to search for in terms of their markets, and that's just not the case. Unless you can conduct some really good quality keyword research, I can guarantee you'll be missing out on opportunities for your target markets. Website frameworks, that's about getting your site structure right to begin with. What theme within WordPress and how to set up that as well. Authority content, so how to build authority content in your site to begin with, getting your on-site SEO right, your visitor analytics. Phase 2, getting social and turning on the tap. So one thing we didn't cover really tonight was opt-in email marketing. So there's lots of great either online services or other pieces of software that you can use in your own server. So it's important to have a great piece of email marketing software that you can use because you want to be building that list. Because even though you've got great traffic at the moment, even you've got great interaction on Facebook or Twitter, you're not building a database. And if you suddenly lose that ranking, then you don't have anyone to market to in the future. How to blog really effectively, social media management, content syndication, so ensuring that when you actually publish a new post on your blog, you're getting that content delivered all over the place, as many places as possible. Didn't cover press releases at all, so that's another thing that you can do in terms of launching your site and driving lots of traffic at your site to begin with. There's different online press release distribution services that you can use to drive a lot of traffic back to your site, but to tell people about your product and service that you've just launched. Pay-per-click advertising, online reputation management. Third phase, broaden your base. So directories, we haven't really covered at all, and curated lists. What that is basically is, you've probably seen on different blogs out there, is people will often put a list of top people in an industry, top tweeters, within a particular industry. And what a curated list is really a list that's been put together by this blogger and spent a lot of time over. So if you can actually appear on these types of lists of industry leaders in your sector, then obviously you're more likely to actually get visitors from that. Local SEO marketing, depending on your business, it's quite important to actually appear on Google local listings as well. Competitor backlinks we touched on, blogger outreach and guest posting, review sites and social sharing as well. Review sites are essential as well, especially if you've got a business that's got a physical premises somewhere. Because if you type your business name into Google and there are a few different reviews about your business that have 1 or 2 stars, then that could be the reason why you aren't actually getting more visitors to your premises. So, which review sites matter and what you can actually do to encourage people to leave natural reviews that are more relevant for your business. And affiliate marketing as well might be very relevant for your business if you do sell online. And finally, phase 4, broaden your horizon, video and document sharing sites. Document sharing sites we didn't really cover. Document sharing sites is where you can actually share presentations or PDF documents online. So there are sites like Scribd and other sites online where you can upload PDF documents and get tens of thousands of people viewing those documents and another funnel back to your site. Podcasting, ebooks, apps and magazines. So this magazine, Digital Marketing Monthly, is in effect just an iPad app. So you can devise an app to be a magazine. You could have an app to do something else in your business, but obviously it could be a traffic driver back to your site. Feeder sites, different brands, and finally online meets offline, and that is physical products. You can have physical products and sell them on places like Amazon and lots of other services, even eBay. And it could be a funnel into your more pricier products or services. Perhaps you've got some cheaper products or services that you can sell on Amazon or eBay for not much information, or not much profit, sorry, but use that as a way to actually build up your customer database. And then you've got a list of names and email addresses and buying details of customers. And then they could be customers for a long time with you as well. So it's important to integrate your online and offline. Another example is send out cards. A lot of people, if they receive a physical card after they've bought something online, thinks it's very different and very personal. So if you've just ordered something online and you receive a physical thank you card, thanks for being a customer, really appreciate it, then that kind of online meets offline can be very, very effective indeed. So a lot of information covered there as well. I've also got the version 2 online there as well. So I've just kind of put that online, and also a digital copy of version 1. So the whole first 26-week internet marketing plan is online there as well. So loads of people give me great reviews. That's another review from a chap called Chris Hoskin. This package has been has the basics outlined in as clear a manner as I've ever seen, and I didn't pay him any money at all. So, you know, if you send out your products and services to people to review, and if they are, you know, hopefully great, then people will give you natural good reviews, and you can use that hopefully as testimonials with permission in the future as well. I also have the 60-day money-back guarantee as well. So how much did it actually cost? Well, the first plan was $799. But this one is delivered online and continually updated, so it's a bit different. So it means that I don't have the overheads of lots of cardboard boxes, but I do have, you know, a little bit more work with continually updating it, because digital marketing, you know, changes quite often as well. Although the principles don't change that much. So I think £97 per month is about, you know, a fair kind of price point for, you know, all that information up there. But I'm not actually going to do that, because I do want lots of people to benefit from it. So the kind of price that I'm charging for everything online is $27 a month, and just $5 for the first week.